Yes! 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 Skater XL, more like Skater XLs. This game slaps. I'm making a video on it to talk about control schemes because I was intending to do a year in review as to like what I've been up to in Unity for the year, but I don't want to rush that video, so I'm just going to sort of ramble about Skater XL and controls. I had a very fascinating exchange. In fact, I've had this exchange twice now, where people expressed genuine surprise that I was even remotely interested in or wanted to play Skater XL, which I graciously got as a gift from my good friend Kiko. Shout out to Kiko. Gave me this game, played it, skated around, loved it. I've always been a fan of these types of skater games. Somehow I missed, I think it was just called Skate, but those Tony Hawk games were my jam for the longest time. They were, like, back when I was a console gamer before my PC gaming days, couldn't get enough of those Tony Hawk games. As a game developer myself, I can only hope one day to craft a narrative and a villain as sinister and repugnant as the villain to Tony Hawk's Underground 1. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Skater XL. Skater excels at controls. This game's kind of janky. Still arguably in early access until they really kind of fix and dial in the ramp stuff, because shorter ramps, there tends to be something kind of wacky with the elevation. But the grinding you can do on rails in this game, the sort of double control they give you of the skateboard to either thumbstick, it's brilliant. And genuinely, I think that's one of the things that really pulls me into skater games, and this game in particular, is control schemes as just a way to generate fun, the way to generate engagement, because I'm able to interact with the game in ways that other control schemes don't quite match, especially in terms of just the general comfort and engagement and style that you can. There's something, because you are doing these tricks, there's an element of style that you can engage with and flourish within inside of the game that like in other games, like Jabroni Brawl, for instance. I love Jabroni Brawl, but you're moving around. The things you're doing all serve a very economical purpose, usually attempting to kill an enemy player and positioning yourself optimally so that you can do so. Skater XL, unless they add some sort of serial killer skater DLC that would come out kind of out of left field. No murder, no deaths. It's you, the board, the skate park, and the tricks that you are capable of performing in the skate parks. Usually variations of grinds and kick flips and all these sorts of field flips. I'm very unfamiliar with like the actual world of skating, but I find the skating game, the engagement that you get, tricks that you can pull off, just the way you move around the map so swiftly, to be quite enthralling. There's really something to be said for going around these maps. A lot of these maps being custom maps, which are always nice. Always kudos to custom maps. Big ups for custom maps. But the idea that you're able to sort of surf through these physical spaces that would otherwise you'd just be walking or running through, it suddenly changes your fundamental engagement with these things. Like the rail in this game isn't just some object you bump into and walk around. It is a thing that you leap and aim for. It is a target to be precisely landed upon and then leapt off of in a way that it invokes a certain engagement with the map that most other games and control schemes outside of skating games don't really even do. There's something to that. I'll freely admit, I'm not quite sure quite what that is, other than this sort of altered level of engagement with the material provided to you. But I think there's something to that I find quite fascinating. And it's something I think in the future, like sometime either this year or next, I want to explore more of in my game development. But that's neither here nor there. This has been a kind of a rambly, quick video. Like I said, next week we're gonna get the year in review Unity video. I try to do videos every Friday. Sometimes they're a little slapdash. I'll admit it. But sometimes they good. So you should give a subscribe. They combined the subscribe button and the bell. So just hit me up with either one. And if you like what I do here, toss me a bone on Patreon. Help me survive the winter. And anyway, skate forever. Malik out.
Really do be one of them days, bro. What to get? What to get?